So we're speaking with Antonio Biondi. He's the president of the Cathedral Club this year, repeating the role. Mr. President, what did you do wrong to get a second term here?
What did I do wrong? Well, actually, no. In all sincerity, last year, the day after the gala, at our post-gala brief, the late Michael R. Long asked me to. Actually, he convinced me. I'll put it to you that way. When he was leaving the lunch, he pulled me aside and said 6 words to me. He said, "Antonio, the club needs you." Mm-hmm. And I said, "Mike, I'll do it for you." I said, "But I'm going to go all in. This is my second time around, but very blessed that tonight's going to be a successful event, is what it looks like."
Yeah. You mentioned Mike Long. I mean, we've lost a couple of giants in this club the last couple of years.
Sure.
What did Mike Long mean to this club?
Oof. Words can't describe what he meant. Others, like Bob Golden, but specific to Mike Long, I mean, he was a man of significant stature, a man of his word, had profound impact on a lot of different people, professionally, personally. I said this at the memorial mass. I know I'm a better person because of Mike Long. Mm-hmm. The world is a better world because of Mike Long, and I thank God that he brought him to us.
Mm-hmm. People often ask me, what is the Cathedral Club? What is the role of the Cathedral Club here in the Diocese of Brooklyn?
Well, I'll put it in simpler terms. To me, as I define the purpose and the goal of the Cathedral Club, is to make sure that we foster the Catholic spirit in helping those that are less privileged and advancing the Catholic beliefs and Catholic education, primarily those that want it but can't afford it. Mm-hmm. I was blessed to go through 17 years of Catholic school. My parents came here in the 60s with essentially zero education, and somehow were able to make sacrifices of my brothers and me through Catholic school. Mm-hmm. And I believe in serving the community, serving those less privileged than we are. And it mirrors with the mission of the Cathedral Club, right? Is to advance and foster the Catholic spirit and provide that to others in the community.
Right. You do that by providing scholarships to some students,
Yes.
right? Tell us about the scholarship program.
So the scholarship program is typically what we'll do is after the gala, we'll gather as a board and we will engage a variety of schools in the Brooklyn Queens Diocese, with the deans of admission, and we will ask them to put forward good standing students that can fit the profile of what we're looking for. And what we do is typically for their sophomore, junior, and senior year is pay for their Catholic high school education.
Yeah. How important is the Catholic education these days?
To me, it's with that background for purposes of discipline and structure and faith, these days more than any other, it's incredibly important, incredibly critical. I'm blessed to provide my daughters with Catholic education, not just grammar school and high school, but even in college. My youngest daughter actually today was accepted and committed to Sacred Heart University, and she specifically said, as they were both getting older, that they wanted to pursue a Catholic education beyond high school, which made me incredibly proud. Mm-hmm. My older one's in St. John's University. My younger one, as I said, is going to Sacred Heart. But in this day and age, particularly where people are looking to divide the church and knock the church, we have to stand together, quite frankly, and make sure that we don't lose the basis of the importance of Catholic education.
Yeah. Now, this dinner is the major fundraising effort of the club each year, and a lot of it depends on having a great honoree and a good speaker. And this year you selected Chris McDonald. Tell me a little bit about Chris and why he was selected.
Well, I've only known Chris for about 6 months. I got to meet him through work in my new job that I was offered 8 months ago. Chris has been at the bank for quite some time at JP Morgan Chase. So he's the executive director, head of facilities, head of national retail services for all the branches in the continental United States. Mm-hmm. Local boy here from Breezy Point. His mom and dad actually live in Bell Harbor. He moved west to New Jersey. He's a great man, Catholic, went to DeSales, Bishop Ford. I immediately attracted to him because he's a good person, great virtues, great upbringing, and he too believes in giving back to others, and he does a number of community services back home in Middletown, New Jersey.
And Lee Zeldin, what went into the selection of him as the main speaker tonight?
Well, number one, look at what he did in November, right? He really shook up the foundation of New York State, common beliefs, conservative beliefs consistent with those of the Cathedral Club of Brooklyn, Queens, and who better, quite honestly, in my humble opinion. Although he didn't win the gubernatorial race, he really shook a lot of people and woke a lot of people up. I mean, and to be able to secure he as the keynote speaker was awesome. Very fortunate to do so. Yeah. We have more than 500 people here tonight, Ed. Right? That's a testament to both to Chris and to Lee.
And do you think that's also the fact that there's over 500 people? Is that a sign that it's they did a move to Brooklyn a couple of years ago? And do you think
just last year? This is our second year here.
Do you think that's been accepted? That move here to Brooklyn?
I mean, everyone has opinions about it,
yeah.
But you know what? 2 times, not so bad.
Yeah.
Right? We had a successful year last year when we honored both bishops, Bishop DiMarzio and incoming Bishop Brennan, and now here in Brooklyn. I'm an advocate for it, quite frankly, Ed, because it's the Brooklyn Queens diocese. We should keep it in the diocese. I'm a believer in that. And, you know, to identify 2 people that believe with the Catholic beliefs of what the Cathedral Club is about, why not?
Yeah.
If it's successful, why not see if we could do that? It was in Manhattan for many, many years.
Yeah.
I know Brian Long, past president, was a big advocate for it, moved for it, and we gave it a shot. And God willing, we're successful for years to come.
Yeah. What is the role of faith play in people as they enter into the business world? You know, there are a lot of people in the Cathedral Club, very successful people, and as members of the club, they're called to bring their faith into the public arena. How does the club fortify that and strengthen that, and how important is that to individuals?
Well, faith to me is incredibly important. I believe in, I think 5 years ago in my address, I said, you can define my life with the letter F. People say, well, what does that mean? I said, well, it's faith, family, and friends, right? And the first one is faith. My parents instilled that in me and my brothers at a very young age, and the importance of it, whether it be personally, professionally, you always bring that with you. And it's about simply, you know, treating people with respect, listening to others, embracing others, honoring other people. And I really believe that without faith as the core of your foundation, a lot of people lack those virtues.
Great. Thank you. Have a great, successful evening.
Your mouth to God's ears, Ed. Thank you very much. It's always nice to see you.